If you love someone, let them go. While this is here, let's put it on. I busted out the sling brace thing again because for several weeks now I've been having some shoulder issues and I don't want it to be hanging, so that's exactly what this is for. But I have it all left up right this second. There's a surprise. So we're back here in the valley, and I'm sure you're oh so very interested in what I'm doing now. Hello, Walls. Well, how'd things go for you today? This is like my favorite song. Were you lonely? Since she's up and walked away. Gotta get the coffee ready. I'm gonna need coffee. It's practically a prop. I like when drinks are props. But I imagine you're really tuning in because you're more interested in the drama that went on. What's happening? How is Matt? I've gotten one of those this morning. How are you? I'm fine. So I did get a reading. It was a very good reading. And it was interesting to me because partway through the reading, I felt my phone buzz because of course I turned the ringer off, but left the phone on. And I did while she was talking. She verified it later when there was a moment. I pulled the phone out to look. It wasn't the girls. I put it back in because I was going to text them and just be like, I'm in the middle of a reading. As soon as I'm done, I'll come get you. So we did the reading and it was very good, and the woman and I talked. She's co-owner of the shop and we chatted quite a bit, and I have stuff from there. I do think that was why I was taken to Salem. We had a good click, and it's my kind of shop. So much of the stuff is handmade by local people to try to help promote it sounds like the rabbit hole. Wait a minute. They also have in this shop the one and only full-time dedicated ritual space. Everybody else rents space and sets up and tears down. They have an actual space. Holy crap. She went to take me in there and I started to step through the door and I was like, whoa. Okay, give me a second. I was not prepared for that. And I did my crossing, my blessing, because I do that before I enter any truly like what I consider to be sacred space. And it was very obvious to me that this truly was sacred space. Now I walked through, and so we were back in there and we talked and she showed me things, and their story is very, very fascinating. I also like the fact they are across the river, just barely, but across the river from all of that commercialism. They are separate from it. I found that to be very, very intriguing. Anyway, so after the reading, we were standing there talking and my phone starts to buzz, and here it's Sunshine calling me. They're ready to be picked up, and I look at my phone when we hang up. They had texted me 20 minutes before that, and I never felt it go off. Oops. That may have been where the glitch in the weekend happened. I'm sure they were frustrated with me, but I didn't not my doing. I was aware and trying. And then Sunday we went to Boston and we started trekking around Boston. And of course, that's when all the drama happened. I did get some pictures in both Salem, Mystic and Salem, all three. Mystic, Salem, and Boston. I got some pics in at all the places. I probably for Mystic, a lot of the same ones I've taken before. I like to walk through towns and just take pictures, sometimes random pictures of just stupid stuff that catches my eye. And that's what I like to do. Whatever catches my eye, I like to take a picture of it. So there, did I show you some of the pictures while I was talking? I hope so, because that was my plan. Hint, hint, wink, wink, editing guy, because I will forget. Put the guys back on their heads. Just gotta keep everybody's head on straight. In case you don't know how that works. It's Johnny. Uh-oh, it looks like I lost your orange pencil, Doc. Nope, I've got it right here. There we go. And Doc and Walt. And you ask me how I'm chill. I'm not, but I have no choice because I'm helpless. before I get too much into the drama of it all, next week I have the oral surgery and then the week of recovery. I do plan on using that downtime, because where the hell am I going, to try to catch up on the video editing, hopefully completely, but at least enough. This, of course, is going to leave me without teeth for like 2 months, and I don't really know how I feel about that yet, but it's a step in the process, and it's an unavoidable step. I don't know how much video there will be until I get teeth, because I already don't like looking at this. I'm not convinced I'm going to feel any better looking at my mouth with no teeth while I try to talk to you. Do we want to do props next? I do have props. Props is really just code for neat stuff that I'd like to talk to you about. Let's do some props. Speaking of props, that's the wrong one. Oops, wrong hole. So props, let us see. So this is a pamphlet from Stardust. They're actually in a historical building. One of the things that I personally took from my time in Salem is I really got to charge more if I'm going to be fair to myself. I set my price because I think it's overly fair to the client, and it doesn't hurt me to set it at that price. $40, take 30, 45, 60 minutes. I tell people an average of 45 till everything is worked through, so $40. I paid 50 for 15 minutes. I actually paid 70 for about 22 minutes is what ended up happening. The extra 20 was, I offered to pay extra because she ran a little over. She was like 7 minutes, whatever. So I just gave her 20. But I saw $90 for 30 minutes. And I'm not saying I think I need to go up that high, but I think I need to reconsider. And there's video you haven't seen yet. One of my lessons just before the trip was to value myself, to put value on who I am and what I do. And so maybe I need to raise my price. And so what I'm going to tell you is that won't happen till after the new year. If you'd like to book a reading for between now and the end of the year, or even pre-book for January, I'll give you the current price because I don't know what the new price is going to be. I also got this Yuletide candle. It was a fresh batch. I actually bought the very first one. They had to put the wrap on it. That's how fresh the batch was. But they were just showing me the work. They make them there. And the woman behind the counter, not the owner, held up the candle, and it's green and red, if you can't see that. So I figured, but I wanted to hear it. And I was like, and what? Because, again, the thing wasn't on it yet. I said, what do you focus on when you make that candle? She said, well, I think Yuletide is a period of, and she went on. I don't know exactly what she said, because as I said to her when she was finished, you had me at Yuletide. That's all I need. That's what I needed to hear. And so I bought it, and it's going to be my altar candle through Yule. I'm very excited about that. You should be watching me do this. Hold on, I gotta give it a break because it's starting to piss me off now. I can't get this sleep to button. So do you see this? I can't. Everything else is sort of kind of figured out and sorted and as ready for life as it's going to be. So my only priority left is doing this video. I want to try to do it right, that